Alright, Year 7s, today we are looking at the world of direct numbers. In this video, you're going to learn about the number line, how to add and subtract directed numbers. Ooh, let me change my pen. How to multiply and divide directed numbers, how to do bitmaps with directed numbers, and how to use the coordinate plane. Ooh, we'll also do some substitution as well. Don't be scared. You are going to be all good. Alright, so far, on our number line, we know 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our positive counting numbers. And in this topic, we learnt about the negative numbers. So from 0, you can go down -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. All of the positive and negative numbers together are called integers. So if anyone's like, ooh, list some integers, it means any positive or negative number. Now, something to remember is that the further right on the number line you go, the bigger the number gets. And the same thing happens here with the negatives. So that means that -1 is bigger than -5. So when we're talking about how big a number is, we mean how positive is that number. So the more positive the number is, the bigger it is. So if you had to say, ooh, which number is bigger, -6 or -14? -6 is the bigger one. It's the more positive one. How about you give one a try? We're going to do, which one's bigger, -5 or +5? You can pause and give this a try. All right. Hopefully you decided that +5 is the bigger one because it is the more positive number. All right, here we are at adding and subtracting. So whenever you're adding two numbers together, you're starting at a number, say this is a number line, and you're getting bigger. And if you're minusing a number, that's like the worst minus sign ever. Let's go with this. If you're minusing a number, you're starting at a number and it's getting smaller. So let's give these ones a try. When you see 5 plus -3, when you see a plus and a minus here, the minus wins. So this is the same as 5 minus 3. That's simple. We start at 5 and we minus 3. 1, 2, 3. So our answer is 2. Now this one here, when you see two minuses, becomes a plus. Imagine this like making a plus here. This is the same as -3 plus 4. So we're starting at -3 and we're going to go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 1. So yeah, just by adding and subtracting, don't forget if you've got a minus and a plus together, the minus wins, and if you've got a minus and a minus, the plus wins. So let's give some a try over here. We have got 3 questions here for you to try. So you can pause, and then I'm going to go through the answers. So pause now. All right. Hope you've paused and given these a try. So here we've got a negative and a plus together, so the minus wins. This is the same as -7, -14. So you're starting at -7, and you're going to get smaller by 14. That's -21. 2 minuses here equals a plus. This is the same as 5 plus 7, which is 12. And the last one, ooh, so scary, but don't be scared. 2 minuses is a plus. So you start with -5 plus 4 plus 2. So we'll go a bit at a time. -5 plus 4. You're at -5, and you're going to go up by 4. That will be -1. And you're going to add 2 to that. So you're starting at -1. You're going up by 2. So just watch out. This one's a bit of a tricky one. Up by 2 means you're going to 1. Great work! You have now entered the world of multiplying and dividing. Ooh, it's not too bad. This is actually easier than the adding and subtracting. The main thing you need to know for multiplying and dividing, put that in the corner so you know, is when you have an even amount of negatives in your question, the answer will be positive. And when you have an odd amount of negatives, your final answer will be negative. What does this mean? Let me show you. All right. Here we go. We've got -5 times -7. We have got 1, 2 negative signs. So 5 times 7, just do that normally, that's 35. And since we've got 2 even negatives, 2, which is the even number of negatives, it's plus 35. But if you had minus 42 divided by 6, let's do 42 divided by 6 is 7, and it's an odd number of negatives. So that means your final answer is negative. I'll give you another one. If you did this, so just do the multiplying. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And you've got an odd amount of negatives. 1, 2, 3. So your final answer is odd or negative. So just keep in mind, everything has to be multiplying and dividing for this rule to work. If you've got addition and subtraction and multiplying and dividing together, this rule won't work. And I'll show you how it works in bitmaps. But let's give some questions a try. All right, here are the 3 questions. I'm going to pause it and you're going to give it a try. Hope you paused and gave it a try. Here are the answers. The first one is negative 9. We only have an odd amount of negative signs, so your final answer is negative. The next one here is positive 21. You've got an even amount of negative signs, so your final answer is going to be positive. And the next one here is 40. Once again, even amount of negative signs, and that means your final answer is positive. Great work! Bitmaps, we have arrived. Let's give these types of questions a try. Remember, when you see multiple operations, so you see multiplication, you see minusing, plussing, indices. When you see multiple operations, you must follow the bitmaps way. And that means we do brackets first, then indices, division and multiplication, and then addition and subtraction. So let's follow these rules and see how we go. Oops, I'm trying to erase these, but they're getting all smudgy. Okay, we're good. All right, for the first question here, do we have a bracket? Yes! So we're going to do that first. We have got 5 times 3, which is 15, and an odd amount of negative signs, so it's negative 15. So we got negative 15 minus minus 2. Now when you see minus minus in addition or subtraction, it becomes a plus. So you start at negative 15 and you're getting bigger by 2, negative 13. Woo! All right, the next one here, no brackets. Oh, but we got indices. This is the same as minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 plus minus 4. All right, we're going to do the multiplication. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Odd amount of negative signs, so at minus, plus minus 4. Now, if you've got a plus and a minus, remember the minus wins out when adding and subtracting. So it'll be negative 8, negative 4. So you're at minus 8, going down by 4, which is negative 12. Now the last one, no brackets, no indices, but we're going to do the multiplication first. So just watch out. This becomes minus 4 plus 6. Start at minus 4, go bigger by 6, so we land up at 2. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more confident with your bitmaps questions now when it comes to integer bitmaps. This here is the coordinate plane. We have got 2 number lines, one going left and right and one going up and down. We call this one going left and right the x-axis, and the one going up and down we call the y-axis, because if you were to draw a y, it goes up and down. We can then plot a point on here, and we can try and describe what that point is. We describe by going like the alphabet, x first, then y. So the point I just did would be 2, 2. Actually, I should pick something more interesting. How about this one? This point would be 4. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I thought my pencil broke. Apple pencil. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 in the x and minus 1 in the y. Okay, I've put A, B, C, D. So how about you try and label these points, and I'm going to go through the answers very soon. Hopefully you've had the chance to pause. Let's give this a try. So for A, we have gone across minus 4 in the x. Remember, this is the x-axis. And we've gone up by 3, so this is minus 4, 3. For B, you've gone minus 1 in the x, 1 in the y. For C, you've got 1 in the x, minus 2 in the y. For D, ooh, we've got nowhere in the x and minus 3 in the y, so 0 minus 3. It's a bit of a tricky one. The last challenge that you'll have is substitution. It's a little bit of a taste of algebra, which is coming up very soon. So you'll get a question like this, y plus 3. And you'll be like, excuse me, what does y mean? Y is often given to you. Y is equal to a number. All you have to do is wherever you see the letter, put the number in its place. So this would become minus 4 plus 3. So you're starting at minus 4, getting bigger by 3. Your answer will be minus 1. Let's give you one to try. All right, there's 2 of them, x minus 3 and 5 minus x. So give it a try and I'll go through the answers. Okie dokes, hope you gave it a try. This one, substitute minus 3 as x. So this will become minus 3 minus 3. So you start as minus 3, you're going down 3 more, and that will equal negative 6. And for this one here, we've got 5 minus 3. Oh, so watch out for that. We've got a double minus equals a plus, and that equals 8. So hopefully now you're feeling a little bit refreshed about what you looked at in negative numbers. And just leave any questions to your maths teacher or down in the comments below.